What happens when a man who once heard the voice of God finds only silence?
What lengths will he go when heaven turns its face away? The night was thick, a suffocating blanket of silence over Israel's hills. King Saul sat alone in his tent, his crown heavy, his heart hollow. Once he was anointed, chosen, filled with the Spirit of God. But now the prophet spoke no more. The priests gave no answers, and the heavens were as brass above him. Fear gnawed at his soul, for the Philistine armies gathered like a storm cloud, ready to strike. In his desperation, Saul did the unthinkable. Disguising himself in common robes, the king slipped out into the black of night, 2 men at his side. His footsteps crunched on the gravel path to Endor, a place whispered in Israel's shadows. For there lived a woman, a medium, one who called upon the dead. The king, trembling in disguise, knocked at her door.
Consult a spirit for me.
No, Saul has outlawed such things. You would have me killed!
As surely as the Lord lives, you will not be punished.
And then the air shifted. The woman screamed, her face pale with terror. I see a spirit rising from the earth. Saul, trembling, whispered, "What does he look like?" An old man, wrapped in a robe. Saul fell to the ground. His breath caught in his throat, for he knew it was Samuel. The ghostly figure spoke, his voice echoing from beyond the grave. "Why have you disturbed me, bringing me up?" Saul cried out, "God has turned away from me. The Philistines are upon me. Tell me what to do." But Samuel's words struck like a dagger. "The Lord has torn the kingdom from your hands. Tomorrow, you and your sons will be with me, and Israel will be delivered into the hands of the Philistines." Saul's strength drained from him. He collapsed, face in the dust, consumed by terror. The woman, strangely moved, offered him bread, urging him to eat. But no food could fill the emptiness of a man abandoned by God. And so the king, who once heard the voice of heaven, now listened to whispers from the grave. In the silence of God, he sought forbidden voices, and found only the echo of his own destruction. Saul walked away into the night with his 2 servants, his head bowed low in despair. The witch's house glows faintly behind them. Dark clouds loom in the sky, with only a pale moon breaking through. When we hear the story of the Witch of Endor, where a medium allegedly summoned the prophet Samuel from the dead, it almost feels like something out of a supernatural movie. Yet this story is thousands of years old. And here's the interesting part. Our reactions today are not that different from how people might have reacted back then. Some people hear a story like this and immediately think, that can't be real. Others lean in closer, intrigued, wondering, what if it is? And some are just like Saul, so desperate for answers that they'd go anywhere to find them, even the places they once avoided. Today, society may not talk about witches in Endor, but we talk about psychics, mediums, paranormal investigations, spirit encounters, and unexplained events. Just like Saul, many people turn to spiritual experiences when they feel desperate, confused, or afraid. We're fascinated by the unknown. We debate it, we fear it, we question it. The story of the Witch of Endor forces us to confront a key truth. Human curiosity hasn't changed. Our hunger for answers, especially in moments of crisis, can make us consider things we normally wouldn't. So when this ancient story describes a spirit rising, a king trembling, and a message from beyond the grave, we may react with skepticism or awe, but deep inside it touches a part of all of us that still wonders what lies beyond what we can see, and what happens when we try to reach for answers in places we're warned not to go. The story isn't just about a witch or a ghost. It's about us, our fears, our questions, and how far we're willing to go when life feels out of control. Saul turned to the forbiddance, and the darkness answered. In the end, it wasn't the witch nor the Philistines, but Saul's own desperation that sealed his fate. Saul's journey reminds us that fear can push us toward dangerous choices, but faith can pull us back. What path do we choose when the answers feel out of reach? 1. Why did God remain silent to Saul through prophets, dreams, and the Urim, but speak through a forbidden medium? 2. Was the witch shocked because she wasn't expecting the ritual to actually work, or because something divine intervened? 3. How did Saul, once chosen by God, fall to the point of seeking answers in the realm of the occult? 4. What does this moment reveal about the thin line between desperation and disobedience? 5. Why did Samuel appear angry? Was it because Saul disturbed him, or because Saul had repeatedly ignored God's warnings? 6. Was Saul seeking Samuel's spirit out of love, fear, or a desperate attempt to control his future? 7. What does this story teach about the spiritual danger of seeking answers from the dead or from forbidden sources? Was Samuel truly summoned from the realm of the dead? Or did God himself intervene to deliver the message? The mystery remains echoing across time. In the next story, discover the fall of Israel's first king. This is Bible mystery. Keep searching and keep asking.